Hey guys, and welcome back to another RuneScape 3 video. Today I'll be showing you how to beat TzKal-Zuk, whether you're needing to kill him for a Reaper assignment to finally get an Igneous Stone or for your killing cape, or you're just wanting to farm him for money and try to get those huge GP drops. This guide will show you how to kill him without using checkpoints. I should say normal mode, not hard mode. I like to break up the boss fight into two parts. The TZ Har waves with the Jad fights, and then the actual Zuk fight. There are 18 waves total, with Zuk being on the final 18th wave. Throughout the fight, you will have to face 6 total Jads, with multiple of them showing up on some of the later waves together. So wave 6, you encounter your first one. Wave 11, you'll have to kill 2. And wave 16, you're going to have 3 of them at the same time. Though there is a spot in the fight that you're able to one-on-one each of them. So I'll show you how to beat them easily. There are challenge waves as part of the different waves to progress through, in which certain mobs need to be hit with specific abilities in order to kill them. These 3 enemies are important to learn now in the beginning of the fight, because when you're fighting Zuk one-on-one later, in pizza phase, as it's called, you'll need to kill all 3 of those in a certain amount of time and without dying. The floor is basically lava in that phase. And if you don't kill them in time, Zuck literally will just one-shot you. So you will get insta-killed. So I'm a visual learner, so this kill is going to be a real-time guide, more or less. I will probably skip through some of the DPS waves where there's nothing but just killing the mobs. So I suggest you watch how I successfully beat each wave before you try yourself, especially during the challenge waves, the checkpoints, how to progress. But without further ado, let me show you the gear I'll be using and how to get there. Alright, so you can use tier 95 necromancy power armor if you would like. However, I'm going to opt out for the 290 tank armor just so that my health is higher. I will be bringing a power burst of vitality potion, but I just feel more comfortable with higher HP, especially fighting Jads. If I screw up on my prayer flicks or something, I don't want to get one shot by them. So I have the Reaver's Ring. I upgraded to that. I got the Essence of Finality amulet. I will do this kill with my Igneous Calmore cape, though. You know, my DPS is going to be different because Death Skulls, you won't have the 60% adrenaline usage. It'll be 100% if you don't have this yet. So some of this kill will be kind of unrealistic for the kill times, but Scripture of Jas I'll use. I have my Soulbound Lantern. I just have the 290 Death Guard. Now, the Death Warden Nexus. I know somebody in the comments got really upset that I was not using one of these a while back, so I have this now. But yeah, otherwise, Elder Overloads, Super Prayer Renewals, Super Restore Flasks. I'm going to bring 3 Sarah Brews just in case I need to spam it. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to use a Hellhound Familiar because that will absorb 20% of the damage dealt to me. I'm going to use the Aegis Aura as well in order to get 10% greater damage reduction. And then I'm going to use the Darkness Incantation for an extra 20% dodge chance. So with the 10% I get from the armor, the 20% from that, the 20% damage reduction from that, I mean, I should be able to survive basically the whole fight pretty easily. So, alright, I went about some spirit runes because I realized I was kind of low on those, so fill that up. Alright, so if you've killed one, which most likely if you're watching this video you have not, you can attune your portal to Zuck. However, I will show you guys how to get there. The way you're gonna have to get there. So I'm gonna summon all my familiars. Let me boost my health on the campfire. I did run to Anachronia to the thermal bath in order to get another maximum health boost, so we'll see. I don't know how it updates. Should be higher than that. That's what it was before. But let's give him the scrolls. So throughout the fight, I'll need to use that to heal him as he's taking damage for me. So, and I guess we'll use blue blubbers. Just cuz, so. Alright, let's run to Fort for in 3. You can use your archaeology journal to teleport to the south of it and then run there. But I figure this will be just as fast. We'll just head south. We're going to the entrance over here. Just the city of Senestine. Now I did finally finish Extinction, and so between the passive Ring of Vigor effect and then between the passive Ring of Vigor effect from the Extinction quest now and the my relic power, I basically when I use an ultimate I save 20% adrenaline. So anyway, you enter the door there, and we'll just run down here, and you climb down the chain right in the middle of this pit here, the ominous pit. Climb down to the fiery depths, yes. So once you're down here, you run to the north. Alright, there's Zuck sitting pretty back over there, so um yeah, pretty intimidating boss area, but honestly really cool. I love the fact that the music track goes along with it. I think that's really cool. So anyway, let me finish killing this stupid thing, and we'll move on in here. All right. So without further ado, this volcanic geyser spot right here, just right over here from him to the south. This is where we're gonna stand for most of the fight. When everything spawns around, this is kind of the safe spot. Now, one of the Jads later on is going to spawn right here, so we have to take care of him. The other one spawns here, and then the third one spawns down here. So these two will just walk up. This one will be stuck down here. This one will walk up to the rock. So we fight this one, and then we'll step out. We'll fight that one, and then eventually we'll run down and kill that one. So, but yeah. So let me start this. Aura management, Aegis, Aura. We will start that. We'll do that. Alright, let's challenge him. And all of your drops basically get saved. They get stockpiled in that chest, so we just DPS them down. They do get hung up down here, and your necromancy guys might get stuck as well, your conjures, so be mindful of that. So we'll just, you just DPS these first couple waves. It's pretty straightforward, just like any of the other kilns or... So run back up here. And this is the first special wave, so we have these igneous ones that need to be hit with a soul strike ability, and once that happens, stunning it has made it vulnerable, and then we're able to kill it. So you use this ability, soul strike, you hit it, and then we'll kill it. So you just have to remember that these specific enemies need to be hit with soul strike. That's the only way to weaken them, and then we can kill them. You don't have to kill the rest of these guys. So upon killing all three of them, we have this button here. We will press that, and then we have to DPS Zuck 50,000 damage in a short amount of time. So it's pretty easy. Yep, just like that. This is the special. Basically, we're going to use Threads of Fate here. And then we're going to kill these guys as fast as we can. Now, you don't have to actually kill all these guys, in order to progress, you'll just take damage for any you're not able to kill. Just use Threads of Fate. It connects 3 of them into one hit, and then you're able to quickly take them out. There's the first Jad. So we're going to be very careful. We're going to kill all these minions up here. Make sure he does not. He should be stuck behind the rock there. Figure. Slams the ground, it's going to be ranged. If he tips back like that, it's going to be magic. So, pretty easy. Now, if he hits you, if you don't pray the right prayer, then you get hit for like 8,000. Make sure my prayer's up there too. Could have been bad. So, and I'm instead of the Aegis Aura, sometimes maybe it's better to use Penance just so I don't have to worry about prayer, but so, just another DPS wave. Now these TzKal-Zuk, if they stand in place for too long, their damage gets insane to the point where they're hitting for thousands. So, definitely recommend killing these guys right away, or getting them to move. Alright, so wave 8 done. Now it should be another challenge wave with the ranged guys. So, pray ranged. So the igneous ones, there are 3 of them. What you have to use is use a threshold ability on them, so Finger of Death works just perfect. So Finger of Death kills him. Finger of Death kills him. Again, you don't need to kill all of these guys. Finger of Death will allow you to actually kill him. There we go. So now we have all these dudes. We'll press this button, it becomes another DPS stage. So, hit him for 50,000. Now if you don't do the 50,000 damage, it just restarts that last wave. So, I'm not sure, I might actually miss it here. I wasn't really prepping for it, so, okay, yeah, so this is what happens. You end up repeating it, so just again, use Finger of Death, weaken them. To be honest, it gives you a lot of practice on dealing with these types of mobs, so it's honestly not the worst thing. These guys hit very hard. Alright, we'll kill all them. And we just have to do the 5k damage to him. So then this guy can only hit him with over 3,000 damage. Hits under that won't damage him. Might actually have to heal here. So he only did 2,000 to me. I was gonna say, this is a Jad wave, so. Good thing is all range hits, so just keep range prayer on. Then I'll kill this. Whoops, that was. Now, my dodge chance can deflect his hit, which is awesome. So, even if I miss the wrong prayer for whatever reason, just a misclick, I can still avoid it. So, anyway, there's the 2 Jads dead. Again, just standing in this spot helps a ton. Heal back up that guy. Having the 15,000 health here is super nice. Just the peace of mind of not having to really worry too much about it. So now, wave 16, we're going to have the next Jad wave. We're going to have another challenge wave in between. So we got to be ready for that. And that time it'll be with the mages. Oh, it's these little things that drain my prayer. Whoops. You want to save at least one super restore for the final phase with Zuk. Probably should have just not brought the Cerebrews, but it is what it is. So if you're not going for an Igneous Stone, you are able to leave and then come back to whatever wave you're on as like a checkpoint. In order to get the Igneous Stone, though, you need to beat this without leaving. So. Alright. So now we're on the mage rounds. You have to get close to these guys. And then you're able to kill them, so you just have to be in really close proximity to them. Turn off auto retaliate. Walk close to the next one. Suppose I'll use these Cerebrews while I got them. Ideally, you're not really supposed to use food during this this part of the fight. I just suck, I guess. So that's good. But I mean, I suppose this is realistic for you guys as well. It's not just a walk in the park. It is a pretty big boss fight, so. Alright, so again, we gotta DPS him down. It's perfect that these guys weren't spawned. So, definitely not making that. So, we'll redo the wave. I remember needing to be at higher in adrenaline for that, so I didn't want to waste it. Oh, or it's just I'm not overloaded. That'll do it too. Alright. So now we will use this. Alright, so now we're going to be in another little circle here. And this one I don't really remember. I think barricading might work. Resonance. And then just double my health, why not? Basically, you just have to survive their attacks. And then this is going to be the Jad wave, the big one. So we're going to have 3 Jads. Alright, and I believe... Yep, so it can be kind of dangerous if you're like me and you're paying as much attention, but thankfully they're all ranged, so this is pretty chill. I'm trying not to be in melee range, but my stupid guy keeps walking right up to him. Alright, and once we kill Jad here, we're going to be going to the Harakan wave, which is right before Zuk. So we're getting to the end here. So our Harakan's going to come back, and he's going to spawn on one of the sides. And so we just gotta DPS him. Now they'll shoot out these blobs of lava, so you gotta avoid that. Gonna have a bunch of tentacle arms that will attack you as well. So when you see that lava shoot out from one of the sides, just take a couple steps to your side. Alright. Now, what he does, he stays up for a while, and then he ends up running away. You gotta just fight his tentacles while he's gone. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to this. But now, randomly, he's gonna drop a bunch of lava meteors on you. So it says he's bombarding us, so just run. Just keep moving. Basically, where you were standing is just gonna get bombarded with those. So. We just keep fighting the arms, the tentacles. And he will spawn after a little while. Just run around, you're fine. Then he comes back. So now he's living death, and we'll try to DPS him here. It's only got 10k health. Alright, so now we're on to the Zuk fight, which I don't know if I'm really prepared or not, but we'll show you guys here. Make sure my guy's charged up. So this really just relies a lot of praying melee and then freedoming. So he's going to hit us right away. We're going to start bleeding. And then we run away. The next part, he's going to put a stack on us where we just need to move in order to avoid it. Third, he hits the ground. This one we could pray mage for, but so we're waiting for pizza time here. This is the one that's gonna be the worst. So freedom out of this and run back over here. We need to kill this guy. in the same way we did earlier. So soul strike him, and then DPS him down. Alright, what's up guys? I had some personal stuff roll up right as I was in that boss fight, starting to kill him. So I actually ended up having to just kind of die, or TP out, and then get insta-killed as I landed here, which was kind of funny. But so what I'm gonna do, normally you'll have to do the whole boss fight in one go. I'm going to go back, finish up the kill, explain kind of the final boss fight with him. And I'm not going to be able to get an igneous stone from him for that, which kind of sucks. But anyway, and I realized throughout that fight I wasn't using the darkness incantation. We're going to just deactivate this aura just because it's about to end. I'll use penance for just having prayer constantly. So, yeah, we'll head on in here. Now what's nice is all my loot's still in there from the fight earlier, but we want to finish him off. So let me go back in. I'm going to explain how this works better. So we're going to challenge. Would you like to continue? If you're going for the igneous stone, you'll say no. You'll have to restart the whole fight. But for us here, this will work just fine. I'm going to invoke death right away. So that gets on him. Now he's going to bleed us. We need to freedom that right away. And it's just a DPS. The next ability he does, he's going to say Sear. We need to surge and then run away. Basically, he lowers your health points, so you need to drink a super restore. By moving, we're avoiding a lot of the damage. Now he's going to crack the earth with that next strike, and we got to get out of that. Oh, I should have used my power burst vial there. So he'll move us, and we need to go fight the 3 guys. Now remember, we have to soul strike him to break him, and now we can actually DPS him. So he's killed. We're going to start running to the next one. This guy, you need to hit him with a threshold before you can kill him. So the stun, the threshold, and then I'm going to run over here preemptively, maybe a little too early. You get close to the mage, and we can kill him here. If I can walk in there. So, and once you've done that, Zuk's going to go into this mode where he'll insta-kill you unless you use this. He has a bar above his head. We're going to use that and break that so he doesn't insta-kill us. And then it's back into the fight. So, it just repeats. So, he's going to cleave us in a second here, and then we're going to do this. So, we're burning. We're going to freedom that. Now he's going to sear us. We're going to run. We're going to have to heal back up our life points with the super restore click. And then he's going to pound the ground. We don't want to be hit by those, so... that's the one I always forget to drink the vial to double my health. Now he's going to pick us up. He's going to move us over here. You run behind him, attack this guy. We're going to soul strike him. Make it so we can actually kill him. So we use soul strike, he's dead. We're going to run to the next one. It's going to be the ranged one. Again, you just use the finger of death, threshold. That'll break him so that we're able to actually kill him. Keep in mind you have to kill them in the amount of time that you really have to run to the next one. So we'll go inside of his shield, and then we'll attack him. This is the easiest one. Once he's dead, we get the button. We just wait for Zuk to go into this charging mode, and then we want to interrupt that. And then it's just a DPS race. Now he's already been invoked, so we just have to get him down to that 30,000. Freedom again for the first one. And then Seer, so we need to surge away, run, and then we need to use a super restore for our health. Make sure we're back at that. At 50,000 health. And booyah! Oh, there's no way I just got that as the drop. Dude, what? I literally came back because I screwed up by having to deal with something personal. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well, so I finished my Reaper assignment. You'll leave through him, and then you'll go search your Challenger's chest. And that's 409 mil because I got the Magma Tempest Codex. Oh my god! That's actually insane. So you guys see the potential. 410 mil. 4 mil per kill without that. That's awesome. Wow. Did not expect that. Um, so, I guess I should say after the Extinction Quest, you can upgrade to an enriched Pontifex Ring. You have a 1% chance on normal mode to get that as the drop, so that was a 1% chance. If you have the enriched Pontifex Shadow Ring, this actually doubles your chance to a 2%. However, I'm not sure if... I know once you give this all of the different districts, what are they called? Because all this loot went in here. The Resonant Anima. I know once you give... I know I've given the maximum for full, so maybe it's working. And it doubled it to a 1 in 50 chance, but regardless, huge GP drop. So I didn't do the kill all at once because I had to leave in the middle of that briefly, but I was able to go back. Hopefully you guys understood how the mechanics work on that last phase. They call it pizza time, pizza phase, for when the floor is lava there and you got to run around. So it's pretty straightforward once you get used to the mobs and kind of the rotation of it. So rewatch that if you need help remembering what to do for each piece of it. But yeah, other that's insane. 405 mil. I was not expecting that. I mean, just for an update on how many kills I have 3 kills. So for me to have the collection with the Igneous Stone and now that. And just if anybody's curious, I'm down to 2 minutes and 17 seconds for my Rizal kills. 207 right now. I did get another hand wrap drop, but still hunting for these the weapon drops. But anyway, if this video helps you out, consider giving it a like, subscribe. I know it's not the best guide. It was a little sloppy, but at least if it helped you out, leave a like, leave a comment on things you want to see in the future with the account. So otherwise, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.